Hey everyone, Mah-Dry-Bread here. Pokemon Red with only one Goldeen wasn't too bad. Let's follow that up with a brutal one. Today's the day that we figure out would I be able to beat Pokemon Fire Red with a team of only one Shedinja. Shedinja's gimmick is clear from its stats. High attack, but only 1 health the whole game. The stats are pretty awful overall because of that. In fact, our base stats are in the baby Pokemon range. Our only real upside is our ability Wonder Guard, which makes it so that we can only be hit by super effective moves. So in our case, as a Ghost and Bug type, we're weak to Flying, Ghost, Dark, Fire, and Rock. By level up, we get a couple decent moves like Confuse Ray, but overall, we don't get anything that does much damage. By TM, we don't open ourselves up to many more quality moves other than a Return. Shadow Ball could end up being our best move the whole game. Like always, I'm writing the script as I go through with the challenge, so this part is being written before I've started. Everyone comment down below and guess if I can win or not. I really don't know if I can win. I'm a bit paranoid that I'm going to have forgotten about some kind of brick wall that would stop me. Like a mandatory sandstorm or something. If there's nothing like that though, I think I can win. Let's explain the rules. In combat I can only use Shedinja. I'll need other Pokemon to use HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon in battle. No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoy the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let's do this. So right off the bat, I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Bulbasaur with Shedinja so that we can do the whole run with him. I picked to replace Bulbasaur so that our rival would have Charizard, probably the hardest for us to fight. I name him Listener, same reason as last time, these will be quick matches. Our nature is serious, so neutral stat gains. Okay, so right away, we're leveling a bit in Viridian Forest, and I need to tell you about what has me worried here. So, Brock's Onix has Rock Tomb, and you'll notice that he rarely ever uses it in these runs. I've been told by people in the comments that he's programmed to only use super effective moves if your health is low enough, and it would finish you off. Basically, Brock is programmed to take it easy on you and not use it non-stop. Here's what I'm curious about though. Exactly how is that programmed? Is it programmed so that he'll only use it if you're in yellow or red health? Because if so, we're safe. We always have green health. But if it's programmed to just use it when you're in range of fainting, then we have a problem because we're always in that range. If that's the case, then we have to hit level 9, learn Sand Attack, and keep trying over and over and over until we can get a run where he doesn't hit us with Rock Tomb once. Let's hope that isn't how he behaves. At level 11, I reach Brock. Right away, he switches from Geodude to Onix and uses Rock Tomb, instantly ending the fight. Alright, this is gonna be a serious problem. What you're watching right now is the last 8 minutes of me trying this fight over and over and over, just so you can have a very small taste of what this looks like. It took a lot longer than this to get a successful run, but I just want to show you what it actually looks like when you're trying to fight this again and again. It's just me saved before the fight and restarting the game every time I get hit with Rock Tomb so that I can get back into the fight as fast as possible. What we need to do is spam Sand Attack and hope he misses with Rock Tomb all 15 times so that he runs out of power points. Then we need enough power points on our moves to take out both of his Pokemon. As you can see, on tons of attempts, we didn't even dodge one Rock Tomb, and it really didn't help that Onix is faster than us. But eventually, we got a run where we laid in enough Sand Attacks that he ran out of power points on his only move that could hit us. After that, we just had to spend another 5 or so minutes using Scratch and Leech Life until his whole team was down. As tedious as that was, we actually won at a pretty low level. With that done, we fight our way through the following trainers pretty easily. There's only 5 types that can hit us, so in early areas like this, where no one has very good type variety, we're pretty safe. Next stop is the Water Gym. On our way though, I took the Helix Fossil. I knew that if I didn't say what I took, you'd all ask. Actually, now that I think about it, everyone ask anyway. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. The Water Gym was super easy since Misty didn't have any moves that could actually hit us. I get the feeling this is gonna happen a lot. As interesting and gimmicky as Shedinja is, it doesn't make for very interesting battles. There's no wondering if we're gonna make it through a close battle or not. It's just, we don't get hit, or we lose. In most battles, it's either we're in no danger because we can't get hit, or we're doomed. Shedinja is just weird like that. After that, though, is our rival, and instantly we're outsped and taken down with Gust. I'll have to grind until we're at least faster, or we just aren't gonna get anywhere. Even at level 20 though, we still aren't fast enough, so this might take a while. At level 21 we can finally outspeed him, but we still don't quite win yet. A 5-hit Fury Swipe is 1 attack away from taking him down, then of course we just go down to Gust. If I had a critical hit I could take him down, but I'd need a critical hit and 5 swipes. That's pretty rare. I should just level a bit more. I mean, until my very next attempt at level 22, when that very event happens. I was just about to celebrate when Charmander came out, outsped us, and took us down with Ember, another 100 accuracy move. This is pretty much exactly what Shedinja challenges are all about. I guess I have to grind again. Finally, all the way at level 28, we finally get the first run where we managed to get to Charmander and actually outsped him, taking him down after Fury Swipes. The rest of his team couldn't hit us, so I'm just happy to finally be past this fight. Now I know we have to fight our rival again right after this on the SSN, so I take my chance while I have it to go fight every trainer I can find. I remember from my last Shedinja run just how these tend to go. If I can't one-shot them, I'll get one-shot. After fighting just about every trainer in the area, and often going down from random things like Confusion or Poison Point, we finally took a shot at our rival and ended up winning pretty quickly with Fury Swipes. It's still easy to lose if we don't get enough hits in with it, but with that win, we can at least get to a few new parts of the map for better TMs. Rock Tunnel is awful since we have to fight so many rock types. This has happened to me a few times now, but every time I fight someone with an Onyx, we go through the same routine of me saving before the fight, using Confuse Ray and Sand Attack, then having a painfully long fight with Fury Swipes while I just hope that Rock Throw doesn't hit. Every one of these fights we get into easily takes us at least 6 tries before we actually win, so don't go thinking that just because you don't see a bunch of travel that it must be easy. No, it's just unbelievably boring, and I spare you from it. On the other side of Rock Tunnel, we finally grab the TM for return, so we actually have one good move. Now that we have it, let's go try the Electric Gym. It ended up being a really easy sweep. In fact, we leveled up enough to get Shadow Ball on our way there, so we ended up using that instead. Still, return is useful for when we're fighting normal types, and Shadow Ball won't work on them. After that was the Grass Gym, and it's just about as easy. We did get paralyzed from Stun Spore, but I don't think any of our Pokemon could have made us faint without poisoning us, so we got an easy victory. After that is Giovanni, and for the first time in a while, it took us multiple tries. Kangaskhan can take us down with Bite if we don't get her to hit herself in Confusion twice in a row, so this took 6 or 7 attempts. But once that happened, we won without too much issue. After that is the normally easy Pokemon Tower rival fight, but this one took a few tries. Same reason as usual, we can two-shot some of his team, but because they can one-shot me, I had to try a few times until I could get decent Confusion luck. I'm starting to wonder that a major grind could be coming up before I could beat the Silph rival fight. As we go through the Pokemon Tower, now's a great time to let you know that the Pokemon Stadium Let's Play that myself, Whatageek, and Gooset have been uploading on my channel is finally done. So if you've been waiting for it to be fully uploaded before you binge it, you can now find the whole thing in the Pokemon Stadium playlist down below. I personally think the Let's Plays are the best stuff on the whole channel, so I hope to see you there. Anyway, the Poison Gym ended up being an easy first try, and I'm not really sure why. I know he has Toxic, so he could have made us faint with that, but he just never used it, so we won pretty easily. Right after that, I go to see if we can stand a chance against the Fire Gym, and it started worryingly with us one-shotting both of his first 2 Pokemon, but losing attack to Intimidate in the process, so it's probably bust. On Rapidash, we got super lucky with Fire Spin missing, so we got our chance to take it out, and last was Arcanine, so our attack was down 2 stages now. Knowing I'd faint if I was attacked, I confused it instead. He hit himself in Confusion, I took him to half health with Shadow Ball, but he used a full heal. I reconfused him, he hit himself again, and we managed to finish him off. I want to point out that he has Bite. If he didn't hit himself in Confusion both times, he'd have one-shot us. Next is Rival Fivel, Shadows of J-Rose, and it's pretty much a luck fight again. I keep trying it, and it looks like we just have to hope to get super lucky with Confusion again. Either that, or we grind until we can one-shot his whole team. Honestly, I wonder if you guys would just prefer I use Double Team, considering this is Shedinja. Let's grind a bit, though. It's not awful to grind here, although there's a lot of walking. The more I think about it, the more I think it makes sense to learn Double Team early with Shedinja, since he actually has some strategic synergy with that move. Since not every Pokemon can actually hit him, he's got a great chance to build up his double teams on the ones who can't, so that when you get to the ones who can, you won't just get wiped out instantly. Considering we can't take a single hit and survive, and the whole gimmick of the Pokemon is that it's a glass cannon that avoids danger, this kind of makes sense. Unfortunately, using Double Team in every major fight is pretty much exactly as boring as grinding to one-shot everything, or just trying fights over and over with Confuse Ray until things go our way. That's kind of the issue of Shedinja. It's a cool Pokemon, but his fights are always really boring. Plus, in this gen, often they'll switch Pokemon if they have nothing that can hit you, so maybe it wouldn't even pay off that well. Anyway, after clearing out all the trainers here and a few on the routes we passed earlier, we were finally strong enough to win the fight with a little bit of confusion luck on Charizard. I'm not feeling great about the next Giovanni fight though, since I'm worried that I can't one-shot any of them, and we're likely to lose plenty of runs to Poison Point. When we got there though, it ended up being really easy. Rhyhorn was the only Pokemon with a move that could hit us, and he was a one-shot. Plus, neither Nidorino or Nidoqueen's Poison Point activated, so we won. The Poison Gym after that ended up being a really easy sweep with Shadow Ball, as I'm sure you'd expect. In Gen 3, Ghost moves are physical, weirdly enough, so we get to use our great attack stat against their low defense Psychic types. Last for the gyms is Giovanni's Ground Gym. Don't go thinking that just because you don't see many embarrassing losses that they aren't happening, by the way. This happens a lot. Okay, a couple levels later, and now we just one-shot his entire team. As nice as that is, I really don't have high hopes for the next rival fight. Anyway, I try the rival and... Alright, give me a second. Right, at level 76, Man, really? So, level 77. We one-shot Pidgeot and Rhyhorn, then go down to Charizard. Looks like I'll need some confusion luck with him. Tons of tries later, and we finally get Charizard to hit himself so we could get the win, and the entire rest of the battle went perfectly fine with Shadow Ball. Honestly, I'm pretty unsure about how the Elite Four is going to go at this point, so I'll have lots of fights with trainers on my way. When we get there, we're level 84 from clearing out every last trainer in Victory Road without using repels for part of it. Our attack stat is fantastic, and our defense is hilariously high considering we can't get hit and survive. Usually we end up with a lot of defense effort values from all the Metapods and Kakuna we have to fight in Viridian Forest, although I'm not sure the cause of it this time. Well, the speed and attack are good, and those are all that really matter right now. Make your final guesses on if we can win this or not. Let's do this. First is Ice Trainer Lorelei. Her only way of hitting us is to use the weather effect Hail and Confuse Ray. She uses Hail right away on most of her attempts, so accuracy changes can't really help us here. Let's go with Confusion. This took tons and tons of tries because she has 3 Pokemon that we pretty much can't give a chance to hit a move, but we can't one-shot any of them. We can technically get hit by Lapras and be fine since it's just Confuse Ray, but hitting ourselves in Confusion once makes us lose the whole fight. All we can do is try this fight over and over until I get the right luck. After an entire half an hour of failed attempts, though, I decided that the luck required was way too crazy, and grinding until I can at least one-shot the Dugong would require far less luck. Finally, 5 levels later, and after 15 straight minutes of attempts, we finally got one where we snapped out a Confusion before hitting ourselves, and no one made it Hail, so we finally won. I didn't think Lorelei was going to be that brutal. Second is Fighting Trainer Bruno. Most of his team has Rock Tomb, so he can hit us. This almost took 30 tries because of terrible luck with how often Rock Tomb would hit. But eventually, we got a simple victory where we mostly just spammed Shadow Ball. Third is Ghost Trainer Agatha, and every one of her Pokemon can hit us. Thankfully, Ghost is super effective against Ghost. Because of that, we had an easy sweep. I mean, I would have lost if Arbok used Bite, but for whatever reason that I don't understand, she used Sludge Bomb, and that just missed instead. It doesn't work, we have Wonder Guard. Other than that, we just needed some Confusion luck on Golbat, and we're good. Fourth is Dragon Trainer Lance. His 2 Dragonairs can't hit us, but everything else can. As you can see, we lose pretty much every attempt right away to Water Onix, who instantly gets us with Intimidate, so our attack is down the whole fight. Considering he can hit himself in Confusion, and we still can't one-shot him after that, I'm gonna have to grind. Otherwise, there's no way we could take down Dragonite. I come back at level 95, and although it's going a little better, we still need to do more damage if we want Confusion to help us win without requiring the most insane luck in the world. I'm going to use the rare candies I've been picking up and top off our level at 100. That's when we run into a new issue. Even at level 100, Aerodactyl is faster than us. This means that I have to hope that our held Quick Claw lets us attack first with Confuse Ray. The Quick Claw only activates 1 in 4 times, so this is rough. Many tries later, and we get this run where we finally have the Quick Claw activate. He hits himself in Confusion twice, and we manage to finally finish him off. The same thing happened with Dragonite, and the Dragonairs can't fight back, so we finally get past Lance. Finally, the Pokemon Champion. His only Pokemon that can't hit us are Alakazam and Exeggutor. First Pidgeot goes down to a lucky critical hit on return, then Rhydon goes down thanks to him missing Rock Tomb, so we're off to an awesome start. Water Onix is out, so we lose attack to Intimidate, so I confuse him to prevent Bite. He hits himself twice, and we take him down shortly after thanks to a crit. Fourth is Charizard, the last of his Pokemon who can hit us. We confuse him right away as he hits himself, then hit a Shadow Ball to bring him into red health. He then hits himself again, but still doesn't go down. I was hoping the Citrus Berry would bring him to yellow health, but it didn't, so he used his full restore. I thought I'd lose when I crit him again to one-shot him. After that is Alakazam and Executor who can't hit me. I wish the critical hits had been kinder to me earlier in the run, but hey, I'll take what I can get. That run was brutal, but we all knew it would be. That's just how Shedinja runs are. I really hope you guys liked that run. For next Saturday's Pokemon Challenge, we're going to try and see if we can beat Pokemon Fire Red with only a pair of male and female Nidoran. As always, I'm looking forward to your suggestions in the comments, in the challenge request section of my Discord channel, and on Twitter. Subscribe, ring the bell, stay tuned. If you want to see me do more challenges like this, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter. I can always use more ideas from you guys on what I should do next. Also, check out the playlists in the description if you want to watch all the Pokemon challenges that I've already uploaded. If you guys want to see more Pokemon stuff from me, my friend What a Geek and I have been doing randomizer playthroughs of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Black and White, Red and Blue, and now we're doing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire over on his channel, linked in the description. You can also watch myself, What a Geek, and Gooseit playing Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon X here on my channel. Also come to the Twitch TV streams and tell me that this video sent you. It's always cool to hear how you found the channel. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.